BTB Show. I got my co-hosts with me, Omar, Max, Earl, and of course myself, Jay. It's the first pod of 2026, y'all. This is a big one. This is important. So y'all know we're gonna come with it as always, man. But before we get into our topics, of course, we always check in how everybody's doing. It's a new year. We passed a couple of holidays, so let's talk real quick. Let's catch up. How was y'all's Christmas, man? Let's start with Earl.
My Christmas was fantastic, man. A lot of emphasis on spending time with family over the holidays. Always great to reset mentally, especially before the New Year's. Also, I'm an old man, just turned 49 years old. Birthday's on the 30th, man. So yeah, it's always
Yes,
fun
sir.
around Christmas time, New Year's, birthday. A lot of life being celebrated, man. So shout out to baby Jesus.
Shout out to baby Jesus, man. We're gonna sing happy birthday for her at the end of the pod, though. But
Hey,
Omar, talk to us, brother. How you doing?
I mean, working. It's just been straight work for the past, 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I've just been putting my head in the ground, getting my work done, getting this podcast where it needs to go.
Love it, man. Max,
Facts.
talk to us.
Man, it feels like it's been forever since I've been on here. I missed 2 weeks ago because my power went out very conveniently Friday afternoon. And then last week we took off for the holiday break. So
Yep.
I'm a little rusty, I suppose, but it's good to be back. Excited to talk some hoops. I have some takes and some rants that I haven't been able to unleash in the last 2 weeks. So now
Oh yeah, I forgot about
I'm ready
that.
to go. It's good. It feels good.
So, Max, your rust is some other people's best, man. So you're good, brother. You're good.
We'll see about that.
But for me though, man, Christmas was great as always, y'all. My family, I feel like my family goes all out for Christmas. The food is always better on Christmas than Thanksgiving at my house.
Mm.
Like food was amazing this Christmas.
Yep.
New Year's was lit. I don't know who listens on this to this pod that lives in Florida. This was the coldest New Year's I've ever lived as a Floridian. It was 40 degrees on New Year's. That shit was
40?
terrible. It was 40 degrees. I did not go outside for
I
fireworks
hate
this
you.
year because it was so freaking cold.
I hate you.
Yeah, man. 40 here is like 20. So we're not going outside in 40 degrees, bro. I know I didn't. My
That's
sister
fucking
didn't
nuts,
as well.
buddy.
But yeah,
You want to know how much it was over here? New
How
York,
cold is
New
it?
York, New
25?
Jersey. Nah, dude. Nah, bro. It was like 9, bro.
Rat
It was
City,
cold.
You gotta freeze out the rats.
Rat City. All right.
I'm off
But
on
yeah,
Rat
man, this
Cities.
That
is
city
gonna
is
be
crazy.
this is gonna be a good year, bro. I feel it already. We just had a good meeting with the pod, man. We're cooking this year, y'all. Look out for the BTB show. Look out for us, bro. We're coming. It's gonna be a good year. But let's get into these topics. We got a good episode ahead. Topic 1, we're gonna be talking about the Clippers comeback and Kawhi Leonard's dominance. Last night he had another 45-point game in a dub. Topic 2, it's a new year, so we're gonna rank our 2026 top 20 players. Each of us are gonna pick 5. We're gonna do it in a snake draft style, so that's gonna be fun. And then for our 2-minute drill, we're gonna be talking about the Jokic injury. Even though it happened last week, we took off last week, so we still got to talk about it. It's the biggest injury in sports. I don't care what anybody says. The best player in basketball, he's out, so we got to talk about it. Will the Nuggets stay alive as well? We will be talking about that in 2-minute drill. Boys, are we ready for topic 1? Let's get
Yes,
it.
sir. I'm ready
Get
for it.
into it.
All right, topic 1. We got the Clippers and Kawhi Leonard. They are currently on a 6-game win streak. Kawhi during his win streak is averaging 40 points per game, a little over 2 steals, a little over a block. He's looking like prime Kawhi Leonard right now. He's looking like the Toronto late San Antonio prime Kawhi. They're cooking. They're winning games. They're now 11th in the West after being at the very bottom with the Kings. They're on the way up. Earl, what do you think about Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers comeback? Talk to us.
Kawhi Leonard reminds me of one man who ever walked this planet. 2018 LeBron James. And I know before you guys call me crazy, Kawhi Leonard is the best basketball player in the NBA currently. 40 points per game, almost 8 rebounds, 4 assists, and insane shooting splits. Kawhi Leonard, to me, has elevated this Clippers team. We talk about this team being the savior or the destroyer of the NBA. If you guys don't know, Oklahoma City Thunder owns their pick. So if they fail this year, the whole NBA is set back for the next 20 years. So for me, I'm personally rooting for Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers. I know as a Lakers fan, it sounds crazy, but this is bigger than basketball, man. And Kawhi Leonard, once again, is showing why he's been compared as one of the best small forwards, I feel like, in NBA history, one of the most underrated. on what he was able to do on those Spurs teams. I know, obviously, Tim Duncan and the old heads were kind of carrying those teams, but Kawhi Leonard paved his way. He went to Toronto, won a country, not just a team, a country, their first championship, dipped with full confidence, went to the Clippers, and personally, I'll stand on this too. If Kawhi Leonard never gets hurt in some of those Clippers years, I truly believe they have at least 1 or 2 championships with the way those rosters were constructed. I just feel like injuries have gotten the best of him, or the worst of him, I'm sorry, on these last couple of seasons. And it just shows, like, if Kawhi Leonard can stay healthy, this Clippers team, to me, realistically, can be a 6 to 7 seed at the end of the year. So that's kind of my thoughts on Kawhi Leonard right now. He's hooping, man. He's hooping.
That was good. Earl, you just cooked on that one. You said a lot of things that might rub some people the wrong way, comparing him to 2018 LeBron, but hey, you cooked. I love everything you said, brother. Love everything you said. We're going to go over to Max. Max, what do you think about Kawhi and the Clippers?
Kawhi, when Kawhi is healthy, he's got to be one of the more fun players to watch in the NBA. Like the way, like how balanced his offensive game is. I feel like you talk about like a 3-level scorer. He is kind of like one of the modern definitions of a 3-level scorer. Like he's someone who has not abandoned the mid-range in the age of analytics. He still shoots a lot of middies, turnaround middies, that very flat line jump shot, but it's money. It still is at this point in his career. He's a good enough 3-point shooter, catch and shoot, sometimes off the dribble. And obviously, he can still get to the basket. We've seen him been dunking a lot lately, I feel like more so than maybe we've seen in previous years of Kawhi. Like, he still has those hops at age 34 after all these injuries. So it's been fun to watch him, like, come back. I was surprised that he had never had a 50-point game until his 55, I think, 11-rebound game last week. So it was cool to see. Again, I would have banked that he had 50 at some point in his career, but now he does. So congratulations for that. I am going to pump the brakes a little bit on the Clippers hype in general, solely because I think we've seen this before many times with the Kawhi era Clippers. I think I think back to when they got James Harden, what was it, 2 years ago, I think. It was either last year or 2 years ago. It feels crazy. Time is weird. But when they first got James Harden, they went on that crazy run for like a month or two around this point in the season. We were all talking about the Clippers as title contenders. Mm-hmm. And then that didn't happen. They had their great run last year. They got to the 5th seed. Some people, including me, I forget. I may have picked them to beat the Nuggets in the first round. They came close, but that didn't happen. So it feels like this Clippers team with Kawhi under Tyronn Lue have had these like really high peaks. And it's weird to say that they're having a high peak when they're 11-21. But the last like 2 weeks, funny enough, since they got rid of Chris Paul, they've looked better. Although I'm not ready to say that this is a playoff team. I'm not even ready to say that this is a play-in team. They're still 10 games under 500. I know Ty Lue has the goal of ending the year at 500 or better. That's going to be really tough, especially in the Western Conference. They have had some good wins, especially that one against Houston they got like a week ago. I think that was a standout win against one of the top teams in the West. But I'm not ready to say that Kawhi can, A, keep this up for a whole season, or B, that this team is complete enough and has fixed enough of their problems. I don't think Chris Paul was the only thing holding a 14-seeded Clippers back from being a 4-seed. So I'm happy to see it. The NBA is better when Kawhi is playing well and healthy. Obviously, Harden's still doing his thing. When you have 2 top 20 players in the league like they do, they should be winning games. But I'll believe it when I see it. Like, I'll believe it when I see it for more than a 2-week span.
All right.
Omar, talk to us, brother. I love everything you said there, Max, by the way. The only thing that I have a little pushback on, you don't even think they're considered a playing team, even with them at the 11th seed right now. You still not even playing hopes, no.
If the season ended today, they're not a playing team. They're going to have to show me a little more than this.
A 6-game win streak.
I mean, I'm just going to, for what I have to say, really, Max kind of echoed it, where it's like, can Kawhi really hold it this entire season? And look, we actually had this conversation earlier in the year, and Earl, this may sting a little bit, but it happened to be with your boy Austin Reeves. He is playing really well. He's just hurt. But it also speaks to, can he hold on to his production for the rest of the season? Can Luka hold on to averaging 40 points this entire season? Can they do this? Can they do that? I'm not trying to shade the Lakers. It's just a similar conversation that we've had. We're not talking about the Lakers. Let me move off of that real quick before we go into a tangent. But
go ahead. I will respond later, though.
Fair enough. But it is the same thing. It is the same thing. It's the same logic where, can Kawhi Leonard hold his production to this standard the entire season to where they can be this 6th seed that Earl was talking about, or the 16th that Jay was talking about. Can this really be possible? I don't know if I see it. I don't know if I see Kawhi really keep averaging over 40 points a game. Obviously, I can probably see the other stints happening, but I don't know if I see that with, especially with James Harden next to him. Do we really expect him to do that all season? I don't know. So that's just my opinion on that. And Earl, please respond to the Lakers. Let's make it quick though.
No. We're gonna let Jay go first.
All right.
All right, so here are my thoughts on Kawhi and the Clippers' dominance right now. I don't think this is a fluke. We see it every single year. When Kawhi Leonard is healthy, the Clippers are a top 5 seed.
Not me.
And not even the Clippers. When Kawhi Leonard's healthy, his team is a top 5 seed.
Don't rope me
Saw
into
with the
that.
Spurs, saw with the Raptors, saw with the Clippers last year. The Clippers were a 3rd seed last year, guys. 3rd seed, and Kawhi had that 2-month stretch where he was killing everybody every game. We saw in the playoffs, first round against the Nuggets. He was killing that series. Like, he just went up against the best player in the world, Nikola Jokic, and lost. So be it. Kawhi Leonard in these last 6 games, y'all. 39 points per game, 8.5 rebounds, 2.7 steals, 1.5 blocks, and listen to these shooting splits. 53, 44, 94, 70% true shooting. This is over a 6-game sample size. I don't think this is a fluke at all. Kawhi does this occasionally throughout these seasons. And this is where I'm going to bring in Omar's point. Is this sustainable for Kawhi Leonard? Historically, his knees cannot sustain this level of play. He just cannot. And this season, he had the ankle injury. Can Kawhi sustain this level of play for, let's say, a 20 to 30 game stretch? Because they need it. They are 11th in the West. They are not a good team record-wise. So Kawhi has to do this for another 20 to 30 games. Can he do that? My answer is no. I do not think Kawhi can put up this level of play for this long. They're getting great play out of Brook Lopez. I thought Brook Lopez was washed. Ever since Zubac went out, Brook Lopez is like, I can play basketball again.
I can play basketball. So, like, y'all forgot.
Brook Lopez is playing good. James Harden, I think Omar, did Max say this? He's still a top 25 player. James Harden is still giving you 20 and
I think him and Kawhi are both top 20 right now.
Kawhi is still giving you his points. James Harden still giving you 20 and 8, and you have a whole bunch of playable guys around this team. Chris Dunn is having a sneaky good year. I'm not saying he's underrated or whatever, but Chris Dunn is still good. Like I said, James Harden, John Collins. This team has pieces to where Kawhi shouldn't have to do this on a night-to-night basis, but he's doing it. They're winning games. Here's my next point, and this point is very important for my take here. I love what Kawhi's doing. I love what the Clippers are doing. I still think they have to make a very important trade. They have to make a very important trade. This team is not, I don't think they're doing anything with OKC in the playoffs. I don't think they're doing anything with the Rockets come playoffs. I don't think they're doing anything with the top 4 seeds in the playoffs. Timberwolves, and they're not even the top 4 seed. I don't think they're doing anything with the upper echelon teams in the Western Conference. Though I love this run, I love what Kawhi's doing, they need another piece. Because say Kawhi goes down again, say James Harden tweaks a hamstring, say anybody else goes down, this team is 1 injury away from going 6-0 to going 0-6 in their next 6 games. So I think that this is a good little test, a good little run right here by the Clippers, and they're not doing it against some bums, even though they did play the worst team in the league, the Sacramento Kings. He gave both Thompson twins work. He gave a man 41, and he gave Asar 55. So I don't want to hear about the level of play or competition. He is playing some solid teams. They absolutely smacked the number 1 seeded Pistons. They smacked the Rockets, top 5 seed in the West. But yeah, man, that's all I got to say for the Rockets. I love what they're doing. I shout out to Kawhi. But is this sustainable? My answer, no.
And let me just add to that really fast. I also don't think his team can really keep up with it. I know you gave them their flowers, and I know you gave, and Chris Dunn is actually a really bright spot in that bench that I actually really like. But other than that, I still feel like they're the unction. I mean,
still very old.
The team is still very old, and in a team where our last championship was the average age of, correct me if I'm wrong, 23, 24.
Last championship?
He's saying
Oklahoma
like
City.
OKC's average
Oklahoma
age.
City.
okay.
Oklahoma City's
24.
average age. Because they just have freshly drafted guys and Alex Caruso and Isaiah Hartenstein. Like it's nuts.
And
And
another thing that Earl said,
mhm.
this run right here by the Clippers will make or break the league. Literally.
Yeah.
If they're
He's
not good,
1000%
they're-
right about that.
so worst case scenario, OKC gets a top 15 pick. Because that's how bad the Clippers started off.
Yeah.
So they got to turn it up a notch. Because if OKC
Yeah.
gets anybody in the top 7, even if it's Cole Pete, Peterson, anybody, I don't care who it is, the league's cooked. So
And
Well,
they
are we
will
ready to move
probably
on to
will.
this next topic though?
Yeah.
We
I'll
good on,
just
we
say
good on
this.
Clippers?
Let him respond.
I'll just say one thing. It's gonna take me 30 seconds.
All
By the
do,
way,
do your thing, bro.
don't ever disrespect King Luka as if he's not the
I'm not
he's
saying
not
I
the
wasn't
leading.
Luka.
He's not the leading
wasn't
scorer
li-
in the NBA
I
right
wasn't
now.
talking about Luca.
You mixed in Luka too. You're like he's
I
not going
said-
to continue to average 40.
Is
And
he?
Reeves is not 12, top 20 in scoring in the NBA right
He
now.
is, but that doesn't mean he can average 35,
when
dude.
we do our
That's all I
player
gotta
ranking,
say.
I have a
They
Luka
both will
Doncic
be in there.
ranked.
I'm
I
sorry.
can't
I'm
talk
sure they
about
will, but that also
Hey,
means
Jay.
that also means that somebody
My
will have
little
to average more than
inefficient-
35.
My little inefficient merchant. He still gets his points though. All right, I'm ready.
All right, that was a good segue to our next topic, our top 20 NBA players going into the new calendar year 2026. Each of us are gonna pick 5 guys, snake draft style, and it should be fun, man. We're gonna explain why we put this guy in this spot, so we're not just saying a name and not giving an explanation. We're gonna explain why we picked him at this spot, and we're just gonna go up and back down, snake style draft. Let's get into it. We gotta flip a coin for who gets number 1.
I'll
Earl,
take
what
the
you got?
last
Coins
pick.
don't got. Wow, I can't.
I'll
talk.
take the double
coins don't got
picks.
4 sides.
I'll take
All right,
last pick.
so our last pick. So, all right, we're gonna pick a number between 1 to 10, and I'm gonna
7.
ask Siri. All right, 7. What you got, Omar?
4.
All right, I'm gonna go 1. And nobody
Oh.
laughed at my Siri. Hey Siri.
Who would Earl take?
Hey Siri.
I got last pick.
Pick a number 1
Oh.
through 10.
10.
10.
That's crazy. Okay.
So,
So that's me then, because I was
yeah.
close.
So Max is the number 1 pick.
Oh,
Number 1 pick.
I'll take
Maxey.
All right. So I got 2.
Jay's
All right,
number
let's
2.
get it.
I'll take 2.
this is best case scenario for me because I get the best player in the world, and then I get to use my ball knowledge to get all the other guys that you guys.
I
leave
get
behind.
back-to-back
Yeah.
cinema picks.
All right. Well,
All right, start us off, Max, with the number 1 player going into the 2026 year. Let's
call
get it.
me OKC because I got all the draft picks and I got the best player. I'm going SGA for my number 1 overall pick. I don't care. I will leave whoever's number 2. I guess it's Omar, number 2. I will leave Omar with Jokic because I do believe Shea is the best player in the world. Jokic is definitely better offensively. I can't remember there ever being an offensive player quite like Jokic, but two-way player, SGA clears him, I think, by a mile. He's the defending MVP, defending conference finals MVP, defending finals MVP, number 1 seed last year, number 1 seed again this year. He doesn't even play in the 4th quarter, and he's still averaging MVP style numbers. And he is one of the better defenders on the best defensive team in basketball. So SGA, easy number 1 pick for me.
I think
Beautiful.
you cooked. Easy. I had number 2, right? Or Omar?
Yep.
I had
No,
number
it's
2.
Omar because you went 1, and Omar was closer with
No,
4.
Omar said he'll take 3.
I'll take 3. Yeah.
So I guess I'm 2.
Okay, fine. Go for 2 then. Go get Jokic.
So number 2 pick is pretty easy. I'm going with the Joker, Nikola Jokic, and I don't have to say too much. He is, in my opinion, a top 5 offensive player ever to grace a basketball court. The passes, the post game, the mid-range game, the shooting splits, numbers. He would, if he had finished this season, he's probably gonna not make the threshold for games played because he just picked up a pretty bad knee hyperextension in his knee. He would have been the first player in NBA history to go 60-40 in a single season. He is shooting 60% from the field, 40% from the 3, leads the league in assists, leads the league in rebounds, top 5 in points. Jokic is unreal. He gotta be either 1 or 2. But yeah, that's the easy number 2 pick. Who you got, Omar, for number 3? Talk to us, brother.
All right. My heart really wanted Victor Wembanyama, but there is one more player better than him. Luka to Don.
Ooh,
Luka to
at
Don.
3.
Luka to Don at 3. I mean,
Okay.
the reasons that we listed earlier, he is averaging 40, and while I think later on in the season it will wean off a little bit. I'm not saying he's gonna get crazy efficiency down, but I still think Luka is like the best, if not one of the best 3 offensive players in the league right now. I think he can score on any given night, doing absolutely anything. I think he has the skill to make players around him better. He makes DeAndre Ayton look like a number 1 pick again. He made what's his name? I'm sorry, I'm losing Jake LaRavia. He made Jake LaRavia look pretty good. I mean, you see what Austin Reeves is doing right now. I mean, and unfortunately, it's putting LeBron in the rear mirror. Not to say it's bad, but it is what it is. And yeah, no, that's it. I'm taking Luka with 3.
So I have a quick before Earl goes. I have a quick thing for Luka. This has been a problem since he's been on the Mavericks. Luka, you got to shut the hell up and just play, bro. I hate like he's always bitching about calls, bro. I can't watch a Luka.
Tell
game
me
without
one
him
player
bitching.
that doesn't bitch about calls.
No,
Literally,
listen,
Jalen Brunson, fucking Karl Anthony Towns. Every
No.
fucking game they piss me off about that shit.
Luka is all-time worst. Like, he doesn't play defense to argue with the ref. It's so bad this year. It's not as bad as it was when the Mavericks went to the finals that year. But
that
Earl,
was really bad.
Earl, it is so unbearable, bro. He gotta chill, bro.
I plead the 5th. I see no wrong with my team Luka's eyes.
You gotta chill, bro.
Bro, every player is
Look,
like
man.
that. You should have heard Max
When-
prior to Julius Randle being traded.
But to be fair,
I stand on that.
with the what am I, 4th pick?
Number 4.
Yeah, you get 4 and 5.
4th pick. Look, it can't get any better than this for my back-to-back picks, man. I'm going with some young bucks, man. This is the next generation of the NBA, bro. I don't care about these guys who are out there shot chucking. I care about my efficient king, 2-way player, can grab a rebound. I'm going Cade Cunningham, man. What the Pistons have done this season. 4th best player in the league. I watch him tear up defenses, bro. People fear
6
Cade
for
when he
16.
enters. I don't care, bro. When Cade enters a basketball game, not even just scoring wise, the confidence he gives his teammates. Look at Jalen Duren. Like his progression these last 2 seasons, I feel like a lot of that comes from Cade Cunningham as well, getting him into his comfortable spots. We've been seeing this year as well, even games when he's not playing, bro. He's the biggest cheerleader in the league, bro. I see him out there every game in his nice little fitted shirt. Hey, get to your spot. We got Jaden Ivey back. He's getting him locked back in. His progression has been insane this season. But Cade Cunningham, we had a lot of questions about the Pistons, how they will look this upcoming season. And, I mean, they're pretty much dominating the Eastern Conference right now. So I have to. I know some people say, oh, it's early, whatever. Well, guess what?
It's
my pick. I do not care. I'm going Cade Cunningham.
I would have went Cade at number 3.
Facts.
Stop.
Now,
Stop.
my next pick.
I would have.
Cap.
There's a lot of names. And to be
cap.
completely honest,
You know
there's
that's
going to be
cap.
some hurt feelings here, man. I'm sorry. It is what it is. But my next pick, once again, I'm going with. This one hurts, man. It hurts. It hurts my heart.
Can I ask? We are doing. I'm guessing we're doing a full starting lineup, correct? So.
It's the starting lineup.
No. Ranking players. Just
Oh,
ranking
not
players.
lineup. Okay, so just.
Okay,
straight
okay,
on
so
the
I'm
board.
chilling.
Okay.
Yeah, best players. in the
All right,
league.
so my next pick. Look, I know a lot of people gonna give me flack, bro, but for number 5, bro, there is this one guy on this planet who's bigger than everybody else. He's taller than everybody else. But I'm not going with him, man. I'm going for a short king, fat head for it, Jalen Brunson, man. He's been carrying the New York Knicks, man.
Wait. The Knicks fan has a question.
Nope. Let me finish my take.
Alright.
Jalen Brunson to me is the best guard in the Eastern Conference. It's him and Cade. They're right there. But the reason I give the edge to Brunson, man, is his takeover ability to end games. Like, I watched the Knicks get into stagnant offense. Then all of a sudden, Jalen Brunson's like, hey, give me the ball. And he's running that ISO play. When he gets inside the arc, I hate when he sells for threes, by the way. When he gets inside the arc, goes downhill and scores like under the rim floaters, layups, those little push shots, that little quick first step he does to get to the rim to get past bigs off those pick and roll switches. That's basketball, bro. That's the version of the Knicks I like to watch. So personally, when I look at him and what he's been able to do to elevate that team this year, even with the defensive problems of Big Cat, Big Purr, after all that, they look good this
The
season,
big bodega.
respectfully.
The
And
big
to be
bodega.
fair, they've had to do a lot of pivoting. Obviously, y'all have had a lot of injuries. But regardless, I gotta give my flowers to Jalen Brunson, man. He's been killer. And it's coming from me. I know I troll the Knicks a lot, but I do give my respect where it's due. I don't think it's right not to have him in the top 5. So I know there's another 7-foot guy out there. He's been great, cool. But I have to give my flowers to the short kings out there.
I got 2 people over Brunson, man.
Yeah,
That was
I
a good
mean,
pick,
even
though,
then,
but
I have to ask, you
I think
even
we-
have him over Victor? That's a little nuts, huh?
he
I
is
was
better
gonna-
than Victor. Still.
Yeah.
I mean,
I-
I just
I-
don't
I
want to
believe
see.
that.
I don't want to be that guy, because
Well, you can be
Victor
that
is
guy, Omar.
Victor
You
is
can be that
fucking
guy.
generational. I
Like
see.
Max, he wants to be that guy. He wants to
Look,
be
bro,
that guy.
look.
No,
you
no.
have to-
I look at Victor playing against my team, and I'm like, damn, I like this guy. Why?
Look,
I have to root against him.
I was gonna go Maxi, but like I love Brunson, man. He's cool. Cool people.
I mean,
He's a Luka disciple.
Yeah. That's why Earl went.
hey,
with him. You got the
Luka to
Luka.
the Knicks confirmed, right? Anyway, my pick for this draft is
number 6.
number 6. So he does fall out of the top 5, I guess. It's Victor Wembanyama. I mean, I mean, again, it's his second year. He's doing all the right things. He's progressing the right way.
Is it his
He looks
second
like
year?
he looks like that. Wow, I can't talk. He looks like an absolute menace on the court. Absolutely nobody can stop him. I see OG Anunoby posted up on this man, one of the better defenders in our league currently. And while the size difference is there and he could somewhat make a difference on some plays, he's not making a difference on Wemby in the post. And it takes the best of defenders to even do something like that to Wemby. And OG wasn't touching the ball. OG's like he's jumping up to get the ball. They're all jumping up to get the ball. Wemby is just like like he does that so effortlessly. I have to look at everything that he's doing. I'm watching the games and I'm watching the stats. I'm watching both and I'm looking at him and I'm like, damn. In my opinion, he's top 5. Since we are on individual lists, I guess he's my 3rd best player in the league as of right now because we're doing that list. But I have Victor.
All right.
Oh,
So I think that
Oop.
this guy that I'm about to take at 7 is disrespectful.
Don't do it, Jay.
That he
No.
is even this low.
No.
But
No.
at number
do it.
7, I'm gonna take in the best
don't do
players
it.
going into the 2026 year. I got Giannis because he's
Oh,
still
okay.
alive. Is Giannis
Yeah.
still alive?
No.
that's actually funny because I forgot he existed.
Yeah, Milwaukee. Yeah, Milwaukee
I'm
is
not
where
gonna lie,
careers
he
go to
would've been
die.
over Jalen Brunson. That's my fault.
I'm going with Giannis. I'm going with Giannis Antetokounmpo, man. He is still the Greek freak. He's still the best player in the Eastern Conference. Even though I love Kate Cunningham this year,
Forget about him.
Giannis is the best player.
How
in the
did you
East
forget
still.
about him?
We gotta give Giannis his respect, even though he's a turnover machine like Lukester. But I love Giannis, bro. He does everything. 2-way player, can dunk on anybody in the league. He developed the mid-range game, the pick and roll maestro. I just can't believe that we didn't include Giannis in our top 5. He's better than Wemby
Actually,
still. To
I
this
was gonna
day.
pick him, Jay. I was going to until you did.
And there's another guy that we picked over, that was Wemby was picked over that we didn't talk about. But I digress though.
I know
but that's
who
my
it is,
easy
but
pick.
he's gonna have to
Taking
follow a bit
Giannis
more.
at 7, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
You
Max,
guys
gotta
teased
hate.
me into thinking I was gonna just get Giannis and SGA and just win this whole thing. Like,
Well, I mean,
Nah,
2 of the
bro.
top
I had-
3 players.
Oh wait,
in the league.
we're
Like, Giannis
competing
with
against
3.
teams.
no.
We should. Now that Max said it, we should.
Yeah, we should.
I
run
got
this in
Jokic
two
and
phases,
Giannis.
see what
I don't think
happens.
I'm losing right now. I ain't
Let me
gonna lie to you.
let me retool my. Oh dang, I paid 2 guards. Didn't know the
Okay, I mean,
rules.
you
No,
can
no.
put Kane as a
That don't
2.
matter. That don't matter. We're gonna go off.
Okay, but no,
Oh,
no.
yeah,
we're
that don't
chilling,
matter at
chilling.
all.
All right,
I'm going with an all
Well-
guard Darvin Ham lineup. We good.
Well, now that I can get Giannis, that kind of ruins. I mean, it does ruin my next pick. But now I'm gonna have to go with the number 2 on my remaining board. I'll go Anthony Edwards.
He's
with
better
this.
than Wemby as well.
Dang
That is
it.
that was my guy.
I
Dang
do-
it, Max.
I think there was a stretch a couple years ago where I was lower on Ant Edwards than a lot of people were because I said I needed to see him do it in the playoffs and I needed to see him become a more dynamic offensive player in terms of his shooting ability. He's accomplished both those things in the last 2 years. This year and last year, one of the best 3-point shooters in basketball. This year, not quite the same clip, but like he's still been very good. back-to-back conference finals appearances, leading the Timberwolves. Absolutely is their number one player. Still the number one player on that team by far, having a very good season. Minnesota very much in contention in the West. I wouldn't say they're a favorite, but they're probably in like that second tier. So I'm still going Anthony Edwards. He is a legitimate superstar at this point. His jump shot is just, it's very smooth. It's very consistent. Obviously, he can still get downhill, finish very well. He has defensive moments. I'm not going to say he's going to make an all-defensive team anytime soon, but he is still a very solid defender. He is the complete package, I think, at this point in his career. Like, he has reached the superstar potential that the Timberwolves saw in him when they took him number one. So I think he is a legitimate top 10 player, closer to top 5 than he is 10. So give me Ant. And then for my third pick, 9th overall.
Wait, what? You only have one pick.
No, he gets back-to-back.
Yeah, I get back-to-back picks now.
How? He
'Cause
was.
I have the number
Oh,
one.
you were the first pick. I'm bugging.
First, yeah.
He was the first pick. I'm bugging. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
After my third pick, the 9th pick overall in this draft.
I'm sorry.
This would be a spot where I would go. I think this is where we get back into I'm going to take another guard. I know we're not doing like lineup based. We're just doing best on the board. I think the best player still on the board for me is still Stephen Curry. I think coming into this year, I may have had Steph Curry below LeBron and maybe even below Durant. But of those 3 players, I think Steph is the best player right now, which might be the first time in his entire career that you can say he is better than LeBron and KD. Obviously, LeBron has had his injury.
Yeah.
He's still phenomenal, but the regression is starting to show with him more. Durant, I don't even know if it's regression more so. It's just he's in a different system now. He's not having to be the number one option. He's shooting crazy efficient like he always does, but the counting stats aren't super there, and I hate to hold that against him because he's still playing great ball. But Curry is still the number one on Golden State. He is still probably the best pure shooter in the league right now. His numbers are crazy. He's going to be an all-star. There's an argument if Luka and Shea didn't exist, that he should be an all-star starter, I think legitimately. If you are looking at guys that you need in this league, like guys who can help you win basketball games right now, I think Steph Curry does that to a greater impact than Donovan Mitchell. I think he does that to a greater impact than guys like Şengün, you could even argue than guys like Cade Cunningham or Brunson. Just because he's 37, he should not be slept on. He is carrying this Warriors team night in, night out. I think he deserves to be recognized. So give me Steph. That gives me Steph.
Curry is a heavy word considering that he has. I mean, they're not in their prime or anything like that. But like Jimmy Butler and Draymond Green.
Steph is still the absolute. You look at the stats and you watch the way they play.
They're
Their
trash,
offense is
bro.
still.
It's not that they're trash. They're not as good as before. They're not
Everything
trash.
that
Come
Max
on.
is saying is true, bro. Like Curry,
I mean,
You give Curry a
when he's
better
doing this season,
team around him. They're absolutely still. He can still be the best player on a championship team. 100%.
Absolutely.
Yep.
So
I agree.
that was Max's number 9. So at number 10, I'm gonna take somebody who I don't know if anybody's thinking about him. He's very slept on. I think he's the most underrated player in the NBA.
He's gonna say Paolo, isn't he?
I'm gonna say someone who I think is better than Paolo.
Good.
I am gonna go with he's going to be a first-time All-Star. I think he is a top 5 player in the Eastern Conference as of right now.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Atlanta Hawks, Jalen Johnson.
Oh,
Jalen Johnson at number 10.
No.
Jalen Johnson in the
Nice.
month of
my
December, y'all.
God.
In the month of December, Jalen Johnson averaged 25.8 points,
Why you
11.2
taking my
rebounds,
players?
10.1 assists on 52, 34, 90% splits, bro.
All without Trey.
He is the youngest forward in NBA history to average 25, 10, and 10 for a whole month. This brother's a top 10 player in the league. And that's just what it is. He's a top 10 player in the league as of right now. The Hawks win games without Trae Young. 2-9 with Trae Young, and however many wins they have without him. They're better without him. So, you can build around a Jalen Johnson-centric offense, even team in general. Nikhil Alexander-Walker plays better with him. And Neko Okongwu, everybody plays better when
Under
this
him,
brother
yeah.
is the center of attention.
Mhm.
I think he is, bro, he is going to be a star. I think he's even better than Paolo Banchero, and I'm a Magic fan. He surpassed Paolo. It is what it is. I have to be honest with myself. He's averaging a triple-double for the month. Youngest player to ever average a triple-double in an entire month. Give me Jalen Johnson at number 10, y'all. I'm going to pass it on to Earl. Or Omar, sorry.
I just want to put it out there. He did train with LeBron James. These things do typically happen afterwards.
Listen,
He's
you know when they
spent
Jr.
one summer with Bron, and
In
when
my
you start
opinion,
bringing out the so-and-so in the month of so-and-so conversations, that's why you got to slice the bread real thin to make your argument. That's all I'll say.
okay.
I'm just giving
Fine.
the bags. I'm giving the bags.
I mean, I kind of agree with that, but let's not get on a tangent. Let's not get off of the topic. Let's talk about the next player for my pick that honestly, I was surprised that he wasn't taken 2 picks ago.
number 11.
Number 11, yes. I'm surprised he wasn't taken 2 picks ago. I do believe he is a top 10 player in this league. Maybe if you guys maybe want to argue he could be 11 or 12, that is an argument, but I do think he's top 10, and that's Alperen Sengun. I think he's been playing phenomenal this year, and I think he's been amazing on offense, just as great on defense, and I think he's just been evolving on all sides. He's showing that he's not just Jokic. He's showing he's not just baby Jokic or Turkish Jokic or whatever the fuck people want to call him, that he's his own player. I do really like that. And I think he could do great things in this league. Personally, his vision has been really well. I don't think he's on the level of Jokic when it comes to passing the rock, but I do think he is on that level everywhere else. So I do think give him a few more years. He's only 23. And give him a few more years, he could be a top 8 player in this league. Alperen Sengun.
I think you cooked a little bit. I wouldn't have taken this that early, but you cooked.
I thought he should have been taken 2 picks ago, to be completely honest.
I think where you took him is right. I would have him like in that 11, 12, 13 combo. Not top 10 yet, but like he's really close. Like he is the best player on Houston right now.
I can't wait for my next pick. Talk to us, Earl.
Oh, it's my turn?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir. You got back to back, brother.
Oh man, it feels like I've been in slumber. Oh, let me wake up.
Earl takes
Now
a little
I
nap
will
between
say,
picks.
this player I feel like went under the ropes. I think it's more so because of his volume of shooting that people forget what he's been able to do these last couple seasons. Because his team is just incompetent and he's playing with dinosaurs who can't take care of their bodies. So I'm gonna go with Tyrese Maxey here. I think he's been balling, and he's one of my favorite players who actually watch basketball. Like
Absolutely.
His shot selection and his difficulty of shots made are insane. Like you'll just casually be watching the game. Oh, 76ers down by 8. Tyrese Maxey for 3. Oh, Tyrese Maxey step back 3. Tyrese Maxey in the corner, fadeaway 3, bang. Like just watching him play basketball to me, it's just fun. And I think looking at like the next generation of players, I think his progression and evolution as a baller, a hooper, has been really under the microscope just because it just kind of, I don't want to say it randomly happened, but he's taking like leaps every year. They're like, oh, Tyrese Maxey elevates like 18 points per game. Oh, that's his new ceiling, whatever. Then he does it again. Then he's a top 3 in points per game scorer. Like this part of his career, early on in his career, is insane. And when you look at like now, the Sixers are kind of finding their flow a little bit. Joel Embiid looks normal-ish again. Like I don't want to say too much about Embiid because I feel like me talking about him, he might get hurt. Just the whispers of his voice. No disrespect. Paul George is kind of a shell of himself. I'm sorry, that was crazy to say. But yeah, Tyrese Maxey, boom. And my next pick, what is this? Pick 13?
Yeah, 13.
Okay, look. This guy gets a lot of hate, man. I'm not gonna lie. Max absolutely hates this guy. And he knows
Julius Randle.
No.
Okay, good.
But it does start with a J.
You're nuts if you thought he was going to take Julius Randle.
Well, when you say Max hates him, that's the narrative.
You hate a lot of people.
I'm taking the guy holding it down. I don't know what the record is right now. Actually, let me check.
I know who you're talking about.
Let me check because they called this team. They said this was somebody else's team.
Third in the East. They're third in the East
right now.
Third in the East. I know who you're talking about. That was my next pick.
Okay.
Yep.
That was my next pick.
They talked about this team. They said this was going to be a playing team. They said that Jason Tatum wasn't coming back. All I'm saying is Tatum will come back for the playoff. This will be the funniest championship run of all time. Jaylen Brown, first of all, that's my pick. Jaylen Brown has been holding it down. You say he's not a fringe top 20 player. You talk about it and kind of it's one of your takes.
I would have him in my top 20 right now.
I have my top 15 right now.
15. Yeah, he's been hooping, bro. Like hooping. Like, and not gonna lie, I don't think I really understood how athletic Jaylen Brown was until kind of this season. Dude, he's nice, bro. He's fixed his efficiency just a little bit. I know he's not the most skilled shooter of all time, but he's still somewhat putting up almost 30 points a game, which is impressive to me, whether that's off free throws, getting to the basket, whatever. But I think the most impressive thing is they haven't skipped a beat. They're 21-12 with no Jason Tatum, obviously they made a lot of big changes. Losing Porzingis as well. They're playing with who's their big
Kata.
Kata.
Kata is their
And
starting center.
Kata hasn't been bad because
he's
of
been
what
decent.
Kata's okay.
He's been
okay.
decent, but we all
everybody's
got
got to
concerns.
just.
It's still Kata though. Like,
And
come
we
on.
had our jokes and concerns when we seen their center depth, but
Facts,
Yeah.
facts.
it's working. So I got to
Mhm.
give him crown. Like he's on my team, so that's my pick. That's my back-to-back pick. So I got him and Tyrese Maxey.
So that was 13-14 or 12-13?
12-13.
12-13.
No.
I think. No.
I was
13-14.
11. He was 12, 13.
13.
Yeah, he's
So
12-13.
all right, so 14, Omar. Cook.
Okay. So I got Luca, I got Wemby, and I got Sengun. And I feel like the only player that fits well.
Why are you
Shit.
saying that fits? You're going best available, brother. Best available.
I know. I'm trying to think because
Omar defending a terrible pick.
because I'm trying to think.
It fits my team.
You picked Jalen
5,
Brown. Fuck.
4,
Shit, you got my pick. I mean, I don't have
3,
another
You
one.
better
in
get
mind.
auto pick. Auto pick
I
coming
mean,
up.
Shit.
1.
Yeah, no, I don't know. I mean, I think
Just choose a name, dog.
I'm
So
trying
many
to think
guys,
of-
Omar, come on, man.
It's so
I
many
know.
names, man.
I
Just
know.
choose any name you want.
I think it's KD. I wasn't gonna involve any old men
That's
on
cool.
this list. I wasn't gonna
It's
involve.
not a bad pick.
It's not a bad
Bro,
pick. I
He's
understand.
like 26 a game or something like that. 20.
I
He's
like
shooting
KD
50,
here.
40, 90, I'm pretty
I
sure.
really because my thing is here. I want to embrace the younger generation because I really don't feel like they get a lot of credit. I really feel like there's a lot of young players in the league that really don't get the credit that they deserve. Like Amon and Asar are fucking shit up, and I just felt like I
Aiden
don't know.
gets the credit he deserves.
And I
Asar,
really
sure.
feel like they could be top 20 players maybe in a year, maybe 2 years.
Not
And
right
I was
now, though.
not right now. And I'm like preparing in my head for me to pick one of them because in my mind I feel like they are. And they've been playing that way. So, but I will take KD here. He has the resume to back it up. As Earl said, he's averaging 26 a game. He's doing his thing up in Houston. He's leading that
I
squad.
think he is.
I'll double check that in a second, but it's probably not off. But he is on the bit of an older side. I'm not sure where he goes from here. I'm not sure if he's gonna go retire. I'm not sure if he's gonna go and just continue to do what he does. But he's got to win another chip. I really feel like he's trying to add to his resume and really solidify himself to be one of the greatest of all time.
He already
And-
is, though. That's not.
And that's
he doesn't have to
fine.
add to that. He's-
And that's fine. But maybe he wants.
Reel it in, buddy.
Yeah.
Ah,
Reel it in or cook? I'm confused now.
reel it in. Reel it in the ending.
It's KD.
There we go.
All right. So my number 15.
Yeah, this is
At-
15.
So yeah, at number 15, top 20 player going to the 2026 year. I am kind of surprised he's still this far. I think this guy's really good. He's just in limbo on a very questionable team right now.
Don't do
I'm
this.
going with Donovan Mitchell. It's like Donovan Mitchell's
Oh
still
yeah,
alive.
forgot about Donovan
Jay,
Mitchell.
Jay, I'm not
See,
happy.
that's the thing. I forgot
Jay,
about
I'm
Donovan
not
Mitchell. He
happy.
hasn't been that
Donovan
great.
Mitchell is still alive.
He
He's not
is
doing
that
that
great.
great.
Mm.
Bro,
I don't-
he's third. Bro, you're
Jay, I'm
casual.
taking from
No,
me.
I'm not.
Yes,
I'm
you
not
are.
convinced by him at all.
He's averaging
I-
30 a game.
I
Donovan
don't.
Mitchell's averaging
doesn't need you to be
29.7
convinced.
points, 4.6 rebounds, 5.
He doesn't need
And
you
are they winning?
He's hooping.
No.
He's
That has
hooping.
nothing to do with Donovan Mitchell.
Even if
hooping.
Donovan Mitchell was averaging 35, it doesn't matter.
Omar looked at the list. He looked 8 times and said, "I don't have anybody." And
I
he
don't like
overlooked
Donovan.
Mitchell.
I don't like Donovan.
Mitchell.
When it comes to Donovan, I'm a D1 hater. Call me
But
crazy.
That has nothing to do with top. Dog.
So you don't
Like,
think he's a top 20 player? You hate him that much?
No,
He's a top 10
he's
player.
he's
He's
a
literally-
top
He is
20 player.
objectively.
I mean, arguably-
He's a top 20 player. He's a top
if
20
we're
player.
being real, it's definitely 10 to 8.
Arguably
range.
a top 10 player.
Yeah.
Arguably a top 10.
Continue, please.
I don't even have
You
to-
lost
I don't
your
have
you
to
lost your basketball
explain
card
too
for that
much.
one.
No, I
averaging
didn't.
30.
No, I'm
He's
keeping that
averaging
shit.
Gone for
35 and
3
5
months.
basically, shooting 50%. He's dating Coco Jones. I got Donovan Mitchell.
Facts.
That does
Come
add
on,
that does add a couple of points
Come
to the
on,
list.
man.
I do have to say.
I mean,
Respectfully, though,
Max, you have
respectfully,
back-to-back
respectfully.
16-17, brother.
Well, Jay keeps taking my pick, so now I have to figure out a second one. So I
Draft him
guess
next to
I'll
Jay
start
is
off. I'll
horrible,
take
man.
the guy I was gonna take with my second pick. I'll take him this first one. I'm gonna go Devin Booker. We're talking about
Nice.
forgotten shooting guards. So I'm shocked that Mitchell fell this low. I had him top 10.
Mhm.
But I think someone I do have in this kind of 11 to 15 range is Devin Booker. No one is talking about Phoenix this year, but they are still very much in contention in the West. They're above 500. They're hanging right in there, and they're doing this without Jalen Green, who I think talent-wise is probably the second best player on that roster. Devin Booker is getting the most out of this team. That's no disrespect to guys like Dylan Brooks, who's having a very good year, Colin Gillespie, who's having a very good year, Mark Williams, who's having a very good year. But without Kevin Durant, Booker has stepped kind of back into that 100% 1A guy on the Suns, and he's doing what he's always doing. I don't know why the second Kevin Durant leaves Phoenix, we just pretend that team doesn't exist when they are winning games. But Booker is still he is still the driving factor of that. So while he's not top 10, I think he's in that next tier. So I'm going to go Booker with my pick. I guess I'm just having guard university out here. I think I've taken all guards so far.
Same, bro. We're good. Though.
And with my
It's
last
just where the pick lies.
With my last pick, this is
What pick is this?
I can't wait.
this is 17.
Okay.
Go pick him, Max.
I will go and say,
Please.
you know what? Since we talked about him in this episode, I was giving him credit. I'll go ahead and take Kawhi Leonard here.
Oh, that's a good pick. Good pick.
This is recency bias, 100% recency bias.
I love it. I love
But
it.
if we're
It's a good pick. It's a great pick.
Going into
Who's
2026. Yeah.
Who is hotter in the league right now than Kawhi Leonard? This is going to age terribly.
I got a name.
We already talked about him.
Jalen Brunson.
Go on a diatribe now. This will look
He's already
terrible in
picked.
3 weeks when he's probably out.
Who's hotter?
I will take Kawhi Leonard with my last pick, so I don't have all guards. I could have just had Donovan Mitchell and Devin Booker and been done, but Jay, I can't have nice things.
They'll never
So,
see me coming.
For the 18th pick and the last of my picks so far, and I'll recap my picks when I'm done with this one. I think this guy, along with Jalen Johnson, is a top 3 most underrated player in basketball.
No, don't take him.
This guy will make his first All-Star team this year. I'm going with top 5 guard in
Is
the
it-
West. I'm going with
I knew
Jamal
it
motherfucking Murray. I think
Oh,
he's
that's
the
not my
most,
pick. Okay.
one of the most underrated players in the league this year. He's averaging 25, 4, and 7 this year, guys. How is this guy not top 20 right now? We're going to see how good he really is. There's no Jokic, no Christian Brown still, no Aaron Gordon, no Valanciunas. The Nuggets are a hospital team right now. So we're going to see what Jamal Murray is really about. We just saw him get a big win in Toronto the other night. They won in Toronto by 3. I think Jamal Murray is going to be really good this year, y'all. For the rest of the year going forward, he's having a career year. He's going to make his first All-Star team this year. Give me Jamal Murray at number 17, man. Wait, 17 or wait, 17, 18.
You're 18.
I don't know. Jamal Murray at 18. On to Omar. Omar, who you got, brother?
I can't believe I forgot about this guy because he really emerged this year, a young guard, and he honestly caught everybody by surprise this year. He's
Not
averaging.
me.
I mean, he averaged in 24, 4 rebounds, 6 assists on 45%.
He's about to say his name
Are
starts
you-
with a K, and he's jumping the gun.
And he's a
Ah.
bottom seeder in the Western Conference.
I don't know.
I
Omar.
think
Say his
he's-
name. We know who you're talking about. You guys say
Yep,
his name now.
it's
Come on, bro, we
Keontae
got ball
George.
knowledge.
I think
you
Keontae
fell for the bait.
George. I think Keontae George is my guy.
No.
He's been fucking shit up this year. I don't think it's bait. I think he's shown
He's
shown
not
the
even better than his
Jazz.
teammate. Omar is not even better than
That's funny.
marketing.
Yeah, you could have said
Nah.
marketing, dog.
I don't
Markkinen
think
would've been
Markkinen.
better.
I think Markkinen is at the tippity top of what he can do, and I think Keontae George is just finding where he can go.
Isn't the tippity top? You said top 20?
Tippity. I think he's at.
Yeah.
his max from where Laurie can go. I
But
think,
that's
How
still
what does
better
that
than
have to
where
do with
George
being?
is.
Yeah.
I think Keontae is better.
I have.
So
look,
Omar,
Omar,
what-
Statistically, it's a
I'm standing on it. I think Keontae is better.
just because you're standing, bro. Don't make me stand up.
Before we do Earl's last pick, I just
Oh
want
my
to
God.
do this real quick. You're taking
Brian,
Keontae George
please.
over Jalen Williams, NBA
Yes.
champion, 40 points in the finals. Jalen Williams.
Jalen
You're
Williams, who
taking half the
hasn't
season
been
Keontae
has
George over that.
who hasn't been
Going
doing
into
much.
2026,
Who hasn't been doing much this year? Yeah. Going into 2026, yeah, I'm taking Keontae George.
You're taking him over Evan Mobley, Defensive Player of the Year. Evan Mobley.
Yes, because Evan Mobley has been a shell of himself.
Taking over
recently.
Stephon Castle,
Continue.
De'Aaron Fox.
Oh fuck.
Well, those are.
De'Aaron Fox. I forgot about. Frankly,
You're taking him over Karl Anthony Towns.
No.
Let's let Earl pick.
That's a good one.
We're just saying,
But I do have a lot of.
Earl, I just gave you a bunch of ideas, so
Yeah.
go. Feel free to take one of those or go left field.
Look, I think I'm just gonna go since we're trolling. I think I want to join in the trolling.
I like the younger. I like the younger
So-
crowd. I said this earlier.
Evan Mobley and Jalen
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
I'm gonna go with a fun take.
Jay, normalize that face, yo.
But first, let me check the stats because I really don't know his stats.
Is this the Michael Porter Jr. pick?
No. They're not winning.
I would like that over Keontae George
Okay.
too. Low key.
To be fair, yes. I
Y'all
would
don't
like it.
understand. Y'all don't
Okay,
understand
my
the
top
logic.
20 kind of
Going into
prioritizes-
2026.
It kind of prioritizes winning a little bit for me too. I think we've kind of all
Absolutely.
had like that common theme ish. Some of those
Standing on
guys
it.
just don't feel that no.
Don't care.
But I'm trying to get I was trying to get like a top player from a lot of the teams in the West and the East. There's
It
one
does get a
team we
little
kind of
complicated here.
missed. Not that complicated. I'm gonna go with a wild card, man. This is a guy.
Oh, mine
Who?
wasn't. Mine wasn't a wild card.
Sorry,
Sorry.
watching a lot of Patrick Mahomes lately.
I didn't
This
know
is a
that
guy who,
Yeah.
a guy who throws
The
the
guy.
ball. He catches the ball in the post. He's kind of lengthy. He's carrying this young buck over in his home country of the Raptors. I'm gonna go with
Brandon Ingram.
not
Scotty.
Scotty Barnes. I'm
What?
going
Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram.
No.
Brandon Ingram,
I
yes,
think Keontae
and
is
I'll
better
tell
than
you
Brandon
why.
Ingram.
Someone understands
tell
who the
you
best
why.
player on Toronto
Brandon
is.
Keontae is
Ingram
better.
is the X factor
Keontae's
that's
better.
changed that team. While I agree,
Keontae's better.
hear me out, Jay. While I agree that Scotty Barnes is amazing, one of the better two-way players in this league, Brandon Ingram's impact on the Raptors, easily their best closer. Easily, honestly, in
Just never
times, their
seen
best
much of
distributor.
Barnes.
When he's in the game, he controls the game. Like, don't get me wrong, Scotty Barnes, he's still averaging like 19 points a game. I also had the stats. Barnes
Scotty
is
just had 25 and 23
averaging
the other day.
19,
10
8, and
assists.
5 this season. He's averaging 19, 8, and 5. That's cool. Like, Scotty Barnes is cool. But Brandon Ingram, he's averaging 22 points per game, 6 rebounds, 3.8 assists.
He's
shooting
averaging
splits-
19, 8, and 5 on 50%. That's Scotty Barnes. And Brandon
that's-
Ingram, 22, 5 and 9, 5 and 3, sorry, on 46%.
Yeah, but
I
so
like
he
those
averages
points, though.
3 points more on 5% less efficiency.
Carl
And,
Earl?
look, and
Continue.
the reason why I'm saying this too, right? We just had the same conversation about Keontae George and Larry Marketing. I'm not comparing what they'll be in the future because I still think Scotty Barnes has that potential, but he still has another jump to take. He has now if Scotty Barnes is averaging 25 points per game plus what he's averaging in the rebounds and assist category, sure. But Brandon Ingram, he came to this team. They were kind of a subpar team trying to be a playing team. Now they're top 4 because Brandon Ingram is playing basketball. He is the X factor of this team,
Top
scoring
4.
wise, closing wise. Remember, he had that streak where he would just,
Yes.
casually winning games.
The other night against the Nuggets, he had the bank shot off the glass, but it didn't count.
Yeah.
Made it,
Oh yeah, that
though.
was
Like,
crazy. Yeah, I seen that.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
didn't
Like,
count. That was a clutch shot.
Yeah,
he is one of. If we talk
refs
about
were
underrated,
involved
you talk about underrated. No, he is one of the most underrated NBA players. I feel like right now.
Everybody's been underrating him for
There's
years,
a
so I kind of
guy-
agree with
give him
that
his
one.
flowers.
There's
I
a
kinda
guy
agree with that
before
one.
I wrap
We
up
didn't
the
call
top.
follow. I'm just saying. I
There's
think
a
he's
guy-
just mid.
That we did not take that I think that should have been taken. Shout out Danny Avdia on the Blazers.
Okay,
I think
look.
I think he's
Not
top
yet.
20.
Not
I think-
yet.
No.
Not yet.
He,
Not
the
yet.
only reason why
Oh
I
my, you
didn't
took
take him,
Keontae.
you're
Danny's
I
better than
still-
Keontae.
No.
I
By the way,
still-
Omar, you're the only one who really can't say nothing about that because we took
I don't
playoff
care.
teams. You took Keontae George, and
I
Denny
do. I like
is
Keontae
better
George.
right
Wait,
now.
who did we miss?
I don't.
Denny. I think Danny Avdia is top 20.
I think
Not yet. Not yet.
That's what
Okay,
I'm saying.
but compared to
not yet.
Keontae George,
Yeah,
It-
Danny Avdia
Compared
this
to
season.
Keontae George, yes, but
Yeah.
I
Danny
don't remember
Avdia going into
top 20.
2026, guys. 25
Okay.
points per game, 7.2 rebounds, 6.9 assists. That is a
Keontae
top
better.
20 NBA player.
yeah.
I think when you're looking at top 20, I do think it's fair to take into like the sample size. And that's why I'm maybe a little lower on guys like Keontae, Jalen Johnson, guys like that who are having
yeah.
breakout
Jalen
seasons.
can't
And
say
like,
Jalen
if you're
Johnson.
talking about who's
Nah,
having a
Jalen's
top
a
20
hooper.
season,
That brother's a top
yes.
10 player.
Yes. But if you're looking at who are the top
There's
20
20
players
top
in the
10
NBA, I
players.
think you have to look at the last year or two as well. To give
I
the
want to
benefit
make it
of the
clear
doubt.
about Jalen Johnson, by the way.
He was doing this last year. before
Trey
the injury.
Young kind of put them in a losing deficit. He had
Yeah.
to dig his way out, crawl his way out. And
Mhm.
I just want to make it clear that they went. It started with us because I remember because they absolutely blew us out. We started this toxic culture of the Jalen Johnson show. Started there. They went on to win like 8 games in a row. He gained this supernatural ability. I think, I honestly think he snatched Bron's chain that night. I'm just saying, I think it just happened.
He
Braun
needs
for
to
all.
do better defensively to be a true top 10, 15 player. He needs to up his defense. His defense has not been good. But I digress. Speaking of not good defense, Nikola Jokic, right?
Hey, Donovan Mitchell, Jalen Brunson.
Yeah.
We're just saying names
All
that
top
guys don't
players.
play no defense. Like,
Jalen Brunson's
top
But only
5.
one of them is our 2-minute drill segment.
Oh yes, I forgot about that.
Great transition.
But y'all, do we recap our teams real quick?
Yeah,
Our
let's
picks,
recap
or-
them.
Okay, yeah.
Because I remember all my picks. I'll go first. So, Jay's top 5 players going into the 2026 season. It's a sample size of 20, but my top 5 picks were number 1, Nikola Jokic. Number 2, Jalen Johnson, because I picked Jalen Johnson at 9. Who did I pick? Oh, no, Giannis Antetokounmpo. So, Jalen Johnson, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Nikola Jokic, Donovan Mitchell, and my number 5 was who again? Who did I pick at 5?
You took
Damn. Wait a second. No LeBron.
No, LeBron's.
no,
Yeah.
LeBron's not top 20 right now. You took
Hold up.
Jamal.
Jamal
So, all
motherfucking Murray.
right. So I'm going again. So my 5 players that I picked 2026 top 20 players going into next season. My 5 were Nikola Jokic, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jalen Johnson, Jamal Murray, and I'm blanking again. Y'all know who it is though. It was Jamal Murray and let me look.
Donovan Mitchell.
Donovan Mitchell.
Us
So,
when
yeah,
it comes
that's
down
my
to writing
picks.
names.
Yeah, I'm gonna write it for the next one.
Okay.
But Earl, who'd you have for your 5?
My 5, very simple. It was Kate Cunningham, Jalen Brunson,
Tyrese Maxey.
yeah, Tyrese Maxey. It was obviously Scotty Barnes. No, not Scotty Barnes. Sorry,
Brandon
Ingram.
Ingram.
Sorry, Brandon Ingram. And my last one was. Dang, why do we all get stuck at 4?
I know
It was
my guy.
The most recent ones we took.
Yeah, I know. I said the recent ones.
Jalen Brunson.
No,
Did
he
I say
said
Jalen
Jalen
Brown?
Brunson. No, you didn't say Jalen
Wait.
Brown. You took Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown.
Nah, I feel like I'm still missing a name though.
Wait,
That's
Jay,
weird.
you took Jalen Brown.
No, I took
No,
Jalen Brown.
he took him right before me. I was gonna take him.
You said okay.
No,
then
no,
you
no,
said,
no. I say Jalen Brown.
Okay, so remind me: point guard, Cade Cunningham; shooting guard,
Jalen Brunson.
Jalen Brown. You got all 3 Jalen.
Brandon Ingram.
Brandon Ingram, and then who was your?
Oh, Tyrese Maxey.
Yeah, and Tyrese
Yeah.
Maxey.
Okay, yeah.
So who'd you have, Omar?
So I had Luca as my first pick. I had Wemby as my second pick. I had Alperen Sengun as my third pick. I had
Kevin Durant.
Kevin Durant as my fourth, and my fifth was Keontae George.
He went Keontae.
I went
All right.
Keontae.
Max, talk to us.
Well, I'll just rattle these off real quick. SGA, Donovan Mitchell, Steph Curry, Anthony Edwards, Kawhi Leonard.
I had Donovan Mitchell.
Not Donovan Mitchell. I meant
Everybody messed up.
Max.
Got
I meant Devin Booker. I meant Devin
Yep,
Booker.
that's what you
Devin
meant.
Booker.
SGA, Stephen Curry, Anthony Edwards, Devin Booker, and Kawhi Leonard.
Chat, we got him.
Would have had
Nice,
Donovan Mitchell.
nice.
Jay didn't take it from me.
All right.
All right, so that is BTB's top 20 players going into the 2026 calendar year. Up now, we have our 2-minute drill talking about the Nikola Jokic injury and will the Denver Nuggets survive without him? Let's talk about it.
right, who
Omar, you
wants
gonna
to
pull it
start?
up for us?
Yep, I got the timer up.
All right.
Eeny,
Jokic's
meeny,
missing
miny,
4 weeks,
Max.
right? They said
Huh?
Jokic's out 4 weeks, so let me pull it.
Yeah, 4 weeks to a month, and he'll be what's it called? He'll be reevaluated.
in 4
Yeah.
weeks.
Reevaluated
Okay.
in 4 weeks.
All right, let's get it. I'm ready.
All right. Okay.
All right.
Whenever you're ready.
Okay.
Who's the first
so-
two? My bad. Oh,
yeah.
Okay. All right. 3, 2, 1.
So this is honestly pretty uncharted territory for the Denver Nuggets because one aspect of Jokic's, one aspect of Nikola Jokic that I feel like does not get talked about much is how available he's been. Pretty much since he has become like a superstar, top 5 player, MVP candidate for the Nuggets, which was many years ago at this point, he has played more, just as much, if not more, than any other superstar in basketball. Nikola Jokic almost never misses games. His availability is of the best amongst this pool of superstars we've seen in this generation. So the fact that they're going to be without him for at least 4 weeks, potentially more, obviously you're thankful if you're a Nuggets fan. It's not a season-ending injury. They should still be able to stay relatively afloat in the Western Conference. But this is going to be somewhat uncharted water. Like Jay mentioned it earlier in the podcast. Jamal Murray is now the number 1 option on this team for an extended period of time. He knows for the next at least 4, maybe 5, 6 weeks, he is the guy. And this is complementing their injuries of Aaron Gordon. Now Jonas Valanciunas, the guy they got as Jokic insurance just in case, which, by the way, they're lucky they did that, or else DeAndre Jordan would play 40 minutes a night.
Y'all didn't hear about
Now Jonas Valanciunas could be missing some time. So you're looking at like a Day'Ron Holmes playing legitimate starting NBA basketball center minutes, which I'm not saying he can't, but we haven't seen it yet. So it's not season over. It's not time to panic for Denver. I think Jamal Murray is good enough to backpack them to a few wins. If they can stay in the top 6 in the West by the time Jokic gets back around at the start of February, I think they'll be fine. I think they can make that deficit back up, still end as a top 5 seed by the end of the season. But if they do fall here to like 8, 9, middle of the play-in, not super likely, but we've talked about how close the West is. If that happens, it might be time to panic. Obviously, as long as they're in the playoffs and Jokic is healthy, they're probably going to be a favorite in a lot of series. But you don't want to have to see OKC in the first round if you don't have to. You don't want to have to see Houston in the first round if you don't have to. If you're Denver, you would like to keep one of those top seeds, get a somewhat easy first-round matchup, and then maybe someone else knocks out an OKC at Houston or San Antonio before you get to them. So I'm not thinking they're going to miss the playoffs. I'm not overreacting like that. It's the regular season. But ultimately, they don't want to fall into that play-in. So I don't know that they will, but we don't also have a lot of experience seeing Jamal Murray carry this team in the West. So not panic
Your
time
timer
yet,
is up, buddy. Sorry.
but we'll see where they go.
Yep, your timer's up. My bad.
I'll go next.
Yep. 3, 2, 1, go.
All right. Do I think that the Nuggets are in trouble with this Jokic injury? My short answer is yes. They are in trouble. They don't have the depth already with Jokic playing, with Aaron Gordon out, Christian Brown. Now, Nikola Jokic, Jonas Valanciunas. This team is already injury to, like Cam Johnson. We didn't even mention Cam Johnson is also injured. This team is so hurt. The West is so good. They're currently 3rd in the West at 23-10. And let's just go over their next couple of games with this East. They have a little East run right here. They're going up against the Cleveland Cavaliers, who look like they might be back in the form. Their team's fully healthy. They play the Brooklyn Nets, who are a frisky team. They're not bad. They play another frisky East team, Philadelphia 76ers, the Boston Celtics, the Atlanta Hawks, and the Milwaukee Bucks. That is their next 6 games.
Yeah.
Let's say Jokic misses his 4 weeks to a month. He'll be reevaluated in 4 weeks. So he's going to miss 4 weeks minimum. Let's just say this brother misses 4 to 6 weeks. They play 4 games a week. If they play 18 games or 16 games in these 4 weeks, I see them going probably 6-10. I don't think they're going to be very good without him. I do love Jamal Murray. I put him in my top 20 players. I think he's going to carry the load to a certain extent. Do I think he can do a Jokic impersonation and carry the team to wins? No, I don't see it happening. I really do like this team. They're going to get guys back. Hopefully, Christian Brown comes back before Jokic. They say Brown will be back sometime in January. Hopefully, Aaron Gordon's hamstring heals faster than usual. But I'm not liking what I'm seeing with this team. They look very hurt. The best player in the league is out now. The backup center is out now. I don't know, man. They're in the Western Conference, the Wild Wild West. I don't think it's going to be good for them. I can see the rest of my 2 minutes.
Yeah, you got like 5 seconds left, so good on that.
I do it
good
every
on that.
week. I do it-
Yeah,
I
you
do
do
this
it
shit
every
every
week.
week, bro.
Do it every single week. Okay. Yeah, I'll pick it up here. I mean, look, it's not going to be any different from what everybody else said. It's pretty much almost everything. So, I mean, look, I would maybe say they had a chance with Jamal Murray, and maybe they had Jonas Valanciunas to at least have some center depth, but it does look like they ran out of that recently. And to be honest, I'm not really sure. I mean, I look at this team, I see Jamal Murray, doing his thing, but then I saw Jokic pretty much carry them the entire season. And when you really dive into it, you could kind of see that the Nuggets didn't do the best job building a team around him. They did it one time, and where they had a championship, and then they let Bruce Brown go and they let other guys go, and then they kind of let Michael Porter Jr. take the helm with that $100 million contract that ate most of their money, and then they had to drop him and all this and get Cam Johnson for cheap and do this yada yada yada. They've been trying to reconstruct their team back to when they actually were a tough and hard-nosed team, and now I feel like they really, I'm not to say they failed at it, but they're not succeeding at it. They're not doing anything special about it, and Nikola Jokic is just there by himself winning games, I guess. I mean, I don't know how else to say it. He's just out there winning games by himself, and Jamal Murray is his only guy. I kind of concede the rest of my 2 minutes. I don't want to sound repetitive.
Is the third seed not doing anything special? 13 games over 500?
I mean, when you're packed up into the wild, wild west, as Jay was saying, anything can happen. And I really feel like we're so early in the season to where it's kind of, I don't want to say it's unimpressive. I just want to say it's kind of, we've seen better.
So then you would say the Knicks aren't that impressive either because they have pretty much the same record.
They have pretty much the same record. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you how I feel about the Knicks another time.
Let me save you.
I can tell you about the Knicks another time.
You know
what? I'll go into it. I'm disappointed in that defense.
My timer.
Yep. 3, 2, 1.
All right. Personally, I'll be 100% real. The Denver Nuggets will go from the 3rd seed all the way down to the 11th. I have no faith in this roster. Their depth is absolutely horrible. Y'all can say whatever you want. Christian Braun, Aaron Gordon, Cam Johnson, right? Isn't he hurt? Isn't Cam Johnson hurt?
Cam Johnson is hurt.
Valanciunas, who's playing?
Nobody.
Who's playing basketball?
Peyton Watson.
Hunter Tyson. Y'all remember him when he got drafted? Like that's
Aaron,
who's playing.
Holmes. The guy they drafted.
No. But hey, whoa, my 2 minutes, buddy.
My fault.
But anyways, yeah, I don't see any vision where Jamal Murray just goes out here and turns into Michael Jordan, averaging. It's gonna take 45 points per game, every game for them to win these games. Jay just laid out the schedule. They have no hope. Like I don't know what to tell you guys, Denver fans. You guys have no hope. Your championship season is over. I honestly thought y'all retooled pretty good. I'm not over here delusional like Omar. I thought 3rd seed was very impressive, especially in the West. That makes it even more impressive. They've been hooping, bro, from day one with all the roster changes around Jokic. He's the hub, putting all these guys around him. Cam Johnson had a horrible start to the season. He started hooping. Unfortunately, he got hurt again. I don't know. I don't see it. And especially like Jokic, this is his first time dealing with a major injury. Not only does he have to come, like, first of all, he can come back. And he still has to work himself back up. We don't know how his body's going to react after going back to the court. After that, we don't know. He hasn't dealt with that. So there could be more setbacks. You don't want to bring him back too early as well. So for me, I think the season is cooked, bro. I'm sorry. Denver Nuggets, y'all had a really good first half. Unfortunately, injuries happen. It is what it is, but I have no hope in this team. I hate to be the Debbie Downer. It seems like there's a lot of positivity here. I'm sorry. I'm a realist. Sometimes it's not happening. Denver Nuggets, pack it up, buddy.
All right,
that's all I got. I can see my time.
That's fine. I was gonna give you an extra 30, but you didn't need it.
I think Jay mentioned that their 6-game East stretch. I think even with those injuries, they're getting 3 wins. I think they're going 500 in that East stretch. I think
6.
I mean,
Max,
dude, we also
Max. They play the Cavs, who've been hooping. They just beat the shit out of the Spurs the other day.
Yeah, but I'm not going to say that's a not winnable game.
Cavs, Nets Sixers, Celtics, Hawks,
Nets is not
Bucks.
A win. I think if you're looking at 3 wins, I think Nets are still very winnable. And I think Bucks and Hawks are very winnable.
The Nets just beat the
Debatable if
Timberwolves.
they have Giannis, because Giannis has been DTD for the past couple of games.
Giannis comes in, that game looks different.
But I'm saying I don't think you can just say Nets like 100% winnable. Like I think
Yeah, we can't say that about the Nets.
They just beat the Timberwolves. They're about to play just Jamal Murray and other role players. No disrespect.
If the Nets actually locked in and treated it like they were actually going to start winning games, they could.
My point is they beat like a fully healthy Timberwolves team. Like they're more than capable of.
No, it's not a 100% win. This is not OKC versus Washington.
If Julian Strawther is not averaging 20 points per game in this 16-game stretch,
and then who next up?
They're gonna get blown out every game. Like this is the thinnest roster in the NBA right now. All their top 5 scorers besides Jamal Murray are hurt.
This is why I wasn't impressed with their bench development.
Gordon, everybody is hurt. This team is beyond.
Nah, but what you said was crazy though. That had nothing to do with these things.
I don't think so.
You said the third seed wasn't impressive.
We've seen better.
Being the third seed in the Western Conference is tiers better than the Eastern Conference, by the way.
You're saying tiers, but they're the same record, but okay.
I'm saying every single night is
and
a
by the way, we beat Denver's ass every time we see them.
No, Omar.
Every time we see them,
these teams
Nikola
in the West
Jokic,
are playing
Jamal Murray don't matter.
No, Omar. These teams in the West are playing each other 4 times a year. They see each other twice a year. One night home.
Omar, you know what the Eastern Conference is? La 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 la. Oh,
you're saying la 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 la, but it's not really like that.
We play. Who do we play? We play the Hornets today. Oh, let's go out there and have fun. Let's play some hoops. It's the Michael Porter Jr. Nets.
No, I don't think that.
All
right, Omar.
You act like we see them every other day.
We gotta play KD. SGA is hopping up on the bus. Oh, wait, who's that? Is that Curry over there who can go for 50 any night he wants to?
Yeah.
Oh, even the Jazz, Keontae George. Oh, he just scored 6 games in a row. Bro, it's levels to this.
I think the West is like top to bottom harder than the East, but like I think it does show like Denver has, I think, played.
And also, let's not pretend we're talking about a situation where they don't have Nikola Jokic anymore. To pretend that they're not going to fall down is 1, insanity. And then 2, they're going to have to climb their way back up in a tough Western Conference, like everybody is saying right now.
We agree with that, but you said it wasn't impressive that they were third seed.
I don't think so. I don't think so.
Back against that, Omar. Earl, I agree. I disagree with Earlness. I think the East is sweet. It's not sweeter than the bottom of the West. The bottom of the West is bad. Like the Nuggets.
Let me go. Hold on. Let me go look.
Worst case scenario, they go 4-12.
Okay, let's compare these teams.
They're
let's compare these
gonna
teams.
Be ahead of the Grizzlies, the Blazers, the Jazz, Mavericks, Kings, Pelicans. They're still gonna be in the hunt. Like I'm not saying their season's over. I just think the next 4 weeks is gonna be grim.
Yeah, my point is talent-wise though. On your worst day in the West, the worst team in the West right now, the Clippers, Jazz, the Mavericks, Kings, and Pelicans are the worst teams in the West. Still teams who are capable of winning games on any given night.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, if we're gonna
when you look at the bottom of the East, it's the Brooklyn Nets, Washington Wizards, the Pacers,
who you just said beat Minnesota Timberwolves.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, but that's one team out of 5 I just named.
Charlotte has Concanuppo and LaMelo Ball. You don't think they can develop into something good?
No, my rebuttal to Omar was though. You're saying they're gonna be fighting and clawing.
No, I'm
to
saying
come back.
cap.
You're saying they're gonna be clawing and fighting to come back from the bottom of the West. The bottom of the West is ass. Like they're not gonna be competing with. If
we're comparing ass to cheeks.
Worst case scenario, they get into a play-in game 9-10. They're beating the 9-10 seed by 100 points. It's no debate. Like they play the Blazers in 9-10. They play the Grizzlies in 9-10. They're going to be the 8 seed.
Where do y'all put the Grizzlies if we plop them in the Eastern Conference right now?
7-8.
That's fair. That's very fair. Right. That's fair.
The East is still. They're going to be exactly where they are in the West right now, 7 through 10.
Yeah, I mean, but that's exactly the point, Jay. You didn't make a difference in what like. Okay, you just said it yourself without even saying it. They're in the 7 to 10 range right now, right? And you're saying they would be 7 to 8 in the East.
The top 5 in the West is better than the top 5 in the East. Even though I like 100%. The bottom half of the East 100%. Better than the bottom half of the West. The top 5 in the West is powerhouse teams. Thunder fully healthy,
Okay.
Spurs fully healthy, Nuggets
Right.
fully healthy, Rockets fully healthy, Lakers fully healthy. I'd probably go with Timberwolves fully
Timberwolves.
healthy.
I mean, the Rockets are
Just
fully
wanna-
healthy.
Just want to
bro.
remind you that if the Raptors were in the West, they'd be the 7th seed. Even though it's like tides
I
and
hate
stuff
to
like
agree with
that.
that.
I mean,
I'm
I'm not. Where are they right now? 5, 6?
4.
4.
No, they're not.
They are. I'm
Oh,
looking
they
at
are.
it.
They
So,
are. They
I
are. They
guess
are.
I'm
They
a
are. They
liar.
are.
I guess NBA.
No.
not gonna
Let me
lie.
tell you why. Let me tell you why. Because I thought Boston was there, and then there was one more team right under them. My bad.
Yeah, Boston is 3, Toronto is 4.
Look, if you look on the left, they have numbers next to it.
Yeah, no duh. Thank you.
I just,
Yeah, no duh.
I
Thank you.
think-
Thank
think
you.
Denver fully healthy is a legitimate title contending.
And that's fine.
The question
But
is
Max,
when they get these injuries back. Like,
Nobody's
when do they get
healthy.
these players back?
Nobody's-
and where
yeah.
are they when they get somewhat healthy?
Max, worst case scenario, 4-12. So let's say they're 27 and 22. Because
That's
that's
probably still 6 in the West.
yeah,
Probably.
6th or the 7th seed.
Like
Honestly,
they have built themselves enough of a gap to, I think, to survive
well,
a 5-week Nikola Jokic stretch.
And also, you guys have to remember, it's just that point where he's going to be reevaluated. There is
Right.
nothing
It could
that
be- it
says
could
he's
be
coming
7
back in 4 weeks. He could be out another
All-
month. He could
all
be
I'll
out
say is
another 2
this.
months.
all I'll say is this about the West, bro. Like, you can be the 3rd seed one day, and you can be the 10th the next day.
Yeah, that's what happened to y'all.
Well, but how much of a gap? How
We're
much
the,
of a gap?
we're the
Oh.
5th seed right now, by the way.
Yeah, that's fine.
Omar.
I'm not
By
saying
the way,
this year.
after the
I'm talking about
Nuggets
last year. I'm talking about
We're
last
the
year.
5th seed, by the way.
I'm talking about last year. I'm not talking about this year.
How much of a Jay?
No,
No,
whoever
I'm
has
talking
the-
about this year.
How much of a gap do the Nuggets have on the 10 seed right now?
They have a 10 seed. They have a 10-game lead on the Blazers. 10
I don't see them losing a 10-game win-loss difference to the Blazers in 5 weeks.
I do.
Uh,
So
Look,
5
man.
weeks. Let's say
And
they play 4
remember,
games a week.
There's more
You
than
don't-
that.
They can go
It could
in
be
20
more than
games. You think they're going 10 and 10?
They're
think
not
it's a 10
going
and
10
10
and
roster?
10.
Unless
Well, I mean, yeah, but that's
Guys are
assuming
With
coming
no
back along the way.
with more than half of their starting lineup gone.
no, if guys are coming back along the way, they can. If like you say, Aaron Gordon comes back, Cam Johnson comes back, Christian Brown comes
Just
back.
keep
Valanciunas.
swimming,
When
just
these
keep
guys start coming back,
swimming,
yes, I can see it.
keep
But
swimming,
as it currently looks,
swimming.
that 10 and 10 looking more like a 5 and 15. Not gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I mean, it looks okay. I'm looking at their injuries right now. It looks like
also-
it says Aaron Gordon could come back at the back end of the team's 7-game road trip, and that was 4 days ago. So they're looking at Aaron Gordon potentially in the next week.
okay.
You're looking at same thing with Christian Braun sometime on this road trip they're on.
Keyword
the
is
Eastern
potential.
You know, Cam Johnson's 4 to 6 weeks. He's probably out for a good bit. Valanciunas is still,
4 to 6 weeks, calf. They're gonna take time with calf.
Bro,
They-
I'm
they
telling you,
probably
they
will,
might
but, like,
just
if you're
they might
getting-
just drop 20 games
Hey,
straight
be
up.
reading the different Nuggets starting lineup.
I'm just saying, if they get Aaron Gordon and
Where are they?
Christian Brown back within the next week, they're not going 4 and 16 over the next 20.
You're Max. You're really optimistic. I don't think that this team.
You're very optimistic.
Jokic. I don't want to.
Maybe not. Like I said, this is
any
not
NBA
uncharted
players.
territory.
Guys,
Maybe
I really
do
guys
feel
does
like-
crumble.
These guys are potentially Jokic merchants. They're probably
Yeah.
nothing. I picked up this dude in fantasy. Who's the Is it last name Jones? I picked up.
Oh,
this
yeah,
guy.
that guy.
He's averaging 15 points with Jokic. First game without Jokic, he has 6 points in 38 minutes. So
The
these
Michael
guys
Jordan,
may be
Michael Porter
Jokic
Jr. guy?
merchants. Who knows? They might be Jokic merchants. They might be trash without him. I don't know.
Let's
I
see.
think they
offensive
are.
player
I really do
potentially
think they
advanced.
are. I really think they're really trash. They might drop all 20.
And but I forgot to say this in 2
They
minutes.
might drop them all.
They
bro.
have the best offense in NBA history this season. Number 1 in field goal percentage, 3-point percentage, free throw percentage, everything number 1 in NBA history.
And for the record, I thought Philly was number 4. That's why I said that.
Oh, Philly's like 7. Philly sucks. I'm sorry.
They're not
I feel
bad.
like Philadelphia is
Philly is a
better.
lot better than they let off.
I think Philly is actually better than us.
We're getting into a tangent. My bad.
We are, but
Yeah,
we
but
can talk
it's
about
cool,
that
though.
next
We had a
week
little bit of fun at the end,
on the BTB
but
show.
that will conclude 2-minute drill. That will conclude the podcast as a whole. Just to recap what we talked about Kawhi Leonard and the Clippers resurgence as they're on a 6-game win streak right now. Kawhi Leonard's having a career great run, and secondly, with our topics, we talked about the top 20 players going into the 2026 season. All 4 of us picked 5 players each, snake draft style. We had fun with that. And then for 2-minute drill, we talked about Nikola Jokic's injury and will the Nuggets survive this stretch without him. And that will conclude the pod. I am Jay. This is my boy Earl. This is Max. This is Omar. This was another episode of the BTB Show.